Chapter 5, Monopolies. Monopolies exist when there is a single or limited number of sellers, entry to the market is limited or restricted, the product is unique, and information is restricted. Go over these one at a time. A single seller. In the classic sense, a monopoly is one company owning the market for a good or service. In 21st century terms, if a few companies are able to dominate the market, they are acting as a monopoly as truly as if they were one company. Unique products. Now, I can never have a monopoly on donuts because donuts are not a unique product. But there are companies that can have a unique enough product that they have a virtual monopoly. The product being created is unique enough that not many people know how to make it or know how to make it well. Barriers to entry in the market. A company that controls entry into the market perpetuates the monopoly. A company's been in business long enough, it can make products more cheaply than anyone else, and it has production facilities working at peak efficiency. This creates a barrier to entry by producing through an economy of scale. By making many of a thing, the marginal cost for each thing is low. Government restrictions on who can operate and where they can operate also create artificial barriers. A company that owns all the resources in an industry has a natural monopoly. Like the De Beer Diamond Company in South Africa. They own like 85 or 90% of the world's diamond mines. Imperfect information. How to make the product, the process of manufacturing or refinement, the obtaining of the raw materials is very closely guarded. Now, in the beginning, there was Apple and there was IBM. IBM made computers and told everyone else how to make an IBM computer. Apple made computers, but they kept their secret, and the only way you could get an Apple was to buy one directly from Apple. Not long afterwards, there were IBM clones, IBM compatibles, and since the late 90s, even though International Business Machines no longer made a personal computer for home use, all of the machines in the computer labs are IBM PCs. Apple kept their information on how to make an Apple computer secret until December of 1994. They licensed the technology to a few companies out there, and then they quickly realized with their revenues falling that these companies were making the same quality of Apple computer but for a much lower price. This went on for just under 3 years. On August 5th, 97, Apple withdrew the licensing to make Apple clones. Now, when we're talking about a monopoly in the economic sense, the word is monopoly, just like the board game. One person controls all the land in a certain area, and once that land is locked up under one owner, that owner can do with that property whatever they want. Usually that's developing the land, and monopoly brings more money into the person's hands and leads to developing other properties. Ultimately, the winner of monopoly is who? The person who drives everybody else out of the competitive arena by controlling the board.